Hi everyone. Have you ever thought about creating your own professionally printed sketch cards? Ones that are printed on the back but blank on the front so that you can draw on them? Well, I just made my own and I want to show you how I did it. First off, why even bother? There are cards like these and these that you can buy right away and have them at your door the next day. You could also just cut them out of thicker cardstock paper and get started. Well, my thinking is that if I have higher end professional looking cards, I'm gonna psychologically want to do a better job on them. Not only that, if it comes down to wanting to sell them, I think they'll sell more easily. I should first give credit to this other YouTuber that I was watching the other day that gave me the idea for this. He was using cards that he had printed from Vistaprint. I think he had used 4x6 size postcards. Then he had cut them and trimmed them, and then he had glued them and clamped them together because he wanted them to be thicker so that the ink wouldn't bleed through. A few years ago, I created a postcard that is a 5x7 from Vistaprint for my business, and I have a whole bunch lying around, so I've been practicing with them. Now, they are pretty thick, and when I compare them with Marvel cards that I have just lying around, there's almost no difference. Especially if you have them in a top loader, I don't think anyone will notice. Now that being said, I'm sure there are a lot of professional sketch card artists out there that would disagree and would say, oh, you need to have thicker cards. But if you're just starting out like me, I don't think that's a big issue. I think they are thick enough, they're not gonna bend if you're careful, they're thick. And put them in that top loader and you're safe. So all I've been doing with these so far is measuring out 2.5 by 3.5, drawing them in sections and cutting them out to practice. So with that in mind, I opened my iPad, hit the Procreate app, and I started designing. Here's what I came up with. I did some swirls on the background. I wanted it to be somewhat of a darker image just in case something bled through, but I hadn't experienced it, so I didn't think that was an issue. Then I just wrote my little blurb that says, SketchGuard, congratulations, you have received a one-of-one hand-drawn art card created by, leaving a blank for the artist's name, so I could even give these out for other people to draw on. And then I did a little signature logo for the name of my cards, which are not technically in existence yet, and a copyright so that A, it looks more professional, and B, hopefully nobody copies them. And then, once I was done this, I sent them over to my computer where I opened them up into Photoshop. You can do that too if you have Photoshop or any other program, considering all you need to do now is to copy that 4 times into a document that is 5x7. Once I had the file, I just loaded it into Vistaprint. So as I said, I chose to do 50 postcards, and the total, including tax, came to $28 Canadian, or roughly $20 US, and that was shipped to my door. They just arrived, and I have not opened them yet, so you will be the first to see them with me. And voila, here they are. I think they're the same thickness as the last ones I got. I think they look pretty good. How about you guys? Now I have one of these special paper cutters that'll make things a little bit sharper when you cut it, but you can easily cut along the lines with a pair of scissors, and they'll still look pretty much just as good. But anyway, since I have this, I'm gonna use it. And now I have 4 basically perfectly sized art cards to draw on. And once you're done, you can always put them in a top loader and they'll look extra good. Well, I hope this video was informative and useful for some of you out there. Please stay tuned for my next video where I draw some of the characters from the comic book that I'm creating with you guys on these sketch cards, and we'll see you there. Thanks for watching.